Okay, so we are going to be using the Sacred Rebels deck today for the Oracle and the Ancestral Path Tarot, which is our two-hander. Okay, sorry, I was going to do a live, but it's not. It keeps kicking me off, so it is what it is. We're just going to have to go with the pre-recorded because Facebook is getting ridiculous with their glitches, and we don't have time for it. Okay, so to clarify, today I feel like using the Tarot of the Divine. I'm going to keep the little book because sometimes there's something I want to look up. So let's go ahead and get started with today's collective. Let me put these over here. All right, let's start with the Oracle. What is the message for today's collective? What is the message for today's collective? What is the message for today's collective? Ooh. Nope, that's 3. We don't need 3. Just 1, please. Just 1 for today's message, because these are a little longer. Just 1. Okay. Listening for truth. All right. Let's put this up here. Okay. So let's see. Number 36. Okay, so listening for truth says, truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It may communicate through a feeling that is hard to put into words, but brings an inexplicable sense of peace, trust, and the knowledge that somehow everything is going to work out perfectly, even if there is little evidence of how it's all going to happen. You are being asked to listen for the truths beneath the words, rather than the superficial message of the words themselves. This is especially true for the communications of those around you, the press, the newspaper, and the mass media. You will begin to hear fear in the words and actions of those around you, even as they preach love. Listen deeper. Listen for the truth. This oracle comes with a message of truth for you. You are hearing something that is not being said, and what you are hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you are the only one that is really ready to hear or see it. Perhaps you have been working in a situation or loving in a relationship where truth is consistently denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear of what it might reveal. At the basis of such actions, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed, toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful that the truth will expose rather than free and heal, then some personal healing is required. It is time for letting go of old wounds in favor of a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. You are being asked to love yourself enough to honor the truth, even if you feel you are the only one doing so. Sacred rebels need truth like lungs need oxygen. Truth keeps the energy of life flowing through the rebellious heart. Lies dampen the spirit of the sacred rebel. Even if those with less awakened hearts fear the truth, you must not turn away from it. Don't resent this state of affairs. Perhaps your job is to show that truth can be witnessed even when many may want to hide from it. What others do is always their choice, but through your honorable deeds, done with integrity, you will be set free no matter what the outcome. You are a truth seeker. Never deny or try to quiet this down to make others comfortable. You are meant to be an agitator at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it. You don't necessarily have to say a word, though you sometimes will. Often you will agitate in the most loving sense by unveiling truth simply through your knowings. Hold compassion for the truths you behold. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as the clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind, simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. This oracle brings you guidance. If you have been worn down and depressed by the lies, gossip, deceit, or backstabbing going on around you, don't fret. Get out in nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now. No matter how many times, in how many ways, or by how many tongues untruth is spoken, you know what you know in your sacred, rebellious heart. That truth is your connection to the living truth of life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that the truth always, eventually prevails. Okay. So it looks like today's message is going to be very focused on the truth coming out, the truth being exposed, or maybe a lot of people saying a specific thing and having to listen through the message to find out what the actual truth is. So let's see. This is, God, I forgot this deck is so huge. It's the two-hander. Let's see. Oh. Okay, we got it. All right. So let's go ahead and start. Give me today's first set, please. Today's first set. Today's first set. Oh, we start with the Queen of Cups. Okay. Today's first set. The Empress. Wow. Okay. The Three of Staves. Ooh. The Queen, wow, Queen of Swords and Five of Cups. Okay. So a lot of feminine energy to start this one off with. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Prince of Staves. A lot of people. All right. A lot of people in this one. This could be between friendships. This could be two women that were friends or possibly in a relationship with the same sex. It is Pride Month, and this is a very pride-friendly channel, so so there could be that. This could also be somebody evolving from being the Queen of Cups and the Empress, very loving, excuse me, very nurturing. But with the Three of Staves, it's like they might have been waiting for somebody. They might have been expecting somebody. And it never came through. Whoever they're waiting for never came through. So this person eventually might have turned to the Queen of Swords. Because maybe it was this Prince of Staves that they're waiting for. And they ended up disappointed. That's one story. Or this is a same-sex connection. And one person shows up very like soft, very loving. And the other person is not that they're not soft. It's more like they're more analytical. They're more fact-oriented, while this one is more emotion-oriented. But if it is two women, this person misses the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords has regrets, possibly sorrow about the separation. Let's see which storyline it is, because at the beginning we always start off a little wonky because we're trying to figure out whose story it is. So let's see. Clarify Queen of Cups for me, please. All right, so we're starting off with Justice, Eight of Wands. Clarify Queen of Cups. Page of Coins. And I forgot, I haven't really been saying the energies connected to these, so I'm going to try and remember to do that. Queen of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Empress doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be these energies. This is just a possibility, in case you resonate with the story. The Empress could be Libra, Taurus energy. Queen of Swords could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And Prince of Staves, or Prince of Wands, could be Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, clarifying the Queen of Cups, we've got the Justice card, again, Libra energy. We've got Page of Coins, could be Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and the Moon, which could be either Cancer or Pisces. All right, so the Queen of Cups is being clarified with the Justice card, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Coins. See, again, this tells me that this Queen of Cups was either, with the Justice card, was either trying to make something right, trying to settle something once and for all, or possibly wanted a divorce. And so this Queen of Cups could be dealing with this Knight of Wands, Prince of Staves, or with this Queen of Swords. But we do have communication. This is somebody who definitely wanted to communicate. With the Page of Coins, they were pretty focused on this, but they were confused. There was a lot of confusion around what was happening, why it was happening. So I think that the Queen of Cups is showing up as somebody who wanted clarification. They didn't know. It's like there was a lot of, the Moon gives like really hazy energy, like foggy energy. And she wanted, like, let's be clear. What is happening? Explain it to me. Let's look at the Empress. Clarify the Empress. Oh, Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Clarify the Empress. The Knight of Wands. And Seven of Coins. Okay, see? So I do feel like this is somebody who went evolving. So this is an Empress, Queen of Cups. Well, an Empress who started off very loving because Queen of Cups energy, right? And it's like she was waiting and waiting and waiting for this Prince of Staves who either never came through, never clarified, never, like they're showing up as somebody who's very irresponsible. Prince of Staves is someone very young, very immature, really, compared to an Empress, especially. So she was here waiting and waiting and waiting, and she eventually turned into the Queen of Swords, and she was like, yeah, there's nothing. This person is not going to come through. This person is, I just realized this one, wow. This one was flipped over, but I didn't see it till now. Yeah, this person's never going to come through, so she was disappointed, but she cut them off. With the Ace of Swords, this is the Gordian knot, right? Queen of Swords has the sword to be able to cut through it. Something that she thought she would never be able to free herself from, she did. Now, we also start with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So here's the thing. Did she have a lot of love for this Prince of Staves? Yes. But the Ace of Cups is flipped over because she's seeing them as, it's like she's really recognizing this is somebody who's very young, immature. And although I do love them, Seven of Coins, she's realizing I have to sacrifice this. I have to sacrifice this love because even if I love this person, they're not pulling through. They're not matching her energy, which they can't really. We can't really blame them. This is like a busboy dating the CEO of the hotel. You know, they're just, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So the Empress realized this. So the Ace of Cups flipped over, not because she didn't care about this person, but because she sacrificed it. She decided to release the emotion she had been feeling for this person, which is going to be a difficult thing, but that's why it feels like a sacrifice. It feels like she's like, excuse me, it feels like she's laying her heart on this altar and burning it because there's no point. She feels like she waited long enough. It's not happening. Clarify Three of Staves. The fact that the Two of Cups is here, though, tells us this Prince of Staves did feel something for her. But the Empress is mature enough to know that it's not just about, okay, you feel it for me. Are you doing anything about it, though? No. Clarify Three of Staves. We start with the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Wands. Clarify Three of Staves. Oof. The Devil. Yep. Mm-mm-mm. With the King of Coins. Interesting. Because this tells us that this Prince of Coins, this Prince of Staves actually had a King of Coins energy in him. Means he can be stable. He can definitely be stable. He can be very grounded. But somehow with the Empress, he just was not displaying this energy. Now, we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So I feel like this was definitely a fated meeting. These two are definitely meant to come together. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, the divine timing that brought them together was meant to teach each of these people certain lessons, which we haven't seen yet what they are. But Six of Wands, this Empress is a warrior. This is a princess that was valued by her father for what a great warrior she was. So they're misinterpreting the Empress's softness for weakness. With the Devil, they're acting very toxic because it's almost like they know she loves them. They feel this bond with her. So they're acting toxic. They think they can do whatever they want, and she's always going to be there for them. And she waited for them up to a certain point. And then when she realized that they're doing this, that they're doing toxic, they're behaving in a toxic way by treating her like, she'll be there when I'm done fucking around. She went into warrior mode. That's when she turned to the Queen of Swords. Like, oh no, sir. That's when she realized, I'm going to have to sacrifice this connection because this person is playing. They're playing with an Empress, which I'm not saying she sat there and thought of herself that way, but she did think they're playing with my love, acting like they can come whenever they want and pick up where we left off. No. So let's see. Clarify Queen of Swords. Eventually it'll come out why this person was not showing her the King of Pentacles, but we'll see. Clarify Queen of Swords. Ten of Coins. The Lovers. Three of Cups. Ooh, the Tower. Okay. So, this Empress went into Queen of Swords mode because she realized this person may love me, and I may know that they love me, but their actions are telling me that they're not ready for commitment. They're not ready to build a family, and I am. And I've got a choice to make. Do I love this person? Yes. But Tower tells me there was this sudden realization of her realizing, I think that this person is out with other people. She might have realized this person was involved with someone else, possibly sexually. Or she might have realized that there was emotion for her and someone else. The choice could be the Prince of Staves side. And this came like a shock to her. And that's when she was like, oh, no. Why am I waiting for somebody that I'm giving all my loyalty and love to, and they're over here taking it for granted? Oh, excuse me. Hold on. So, let's clarify that Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups. Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. One more for the Five of Cups. Ace of Wands, yep. Wow, with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this was definitely, that's how the devil came out. They were definitely being deceptive. This Prince of Staves was playing a lot of games. They weren't being honest. This is literally a trickster. And they're showing up with the Seven of Wands, which says that the reason that they're acting like this, the reason that they're being deceptive in reality is because they don't want her near them. I feel like this is somebody who's afraid of love. They don't take love seriously. They don't think it's something you should invest in just because they feel love for somebody. This is going to be somebody who, instead of pulling them close, is going to push them away. They may have been hurt a lot in the past, but that's not an excuse, because that's like saying, well, I was hurt, so now I'm going to go around hurting people. No, that's not okay. With the Five of Cups, they're definitely in the energy of, well, I've been hurt before, and if I fall in love, I'll probably be hurt again, so I'm just going to act a damn fool and create some sort of blockage between me and the person I love. So they're being very, look at them. They're over here very much sexual energy with other women. Or if this is, you know, again, it's not about gender, but they're involved with other people. Let me put it that way. Sexually. They are, like, this is somebody who lives a very free, promiscuous lifestyle, basically. And not that we're judging that, but it's more like when you're in love with somebody, that's not really how you should be acting if you want them to think of you as somebody loyal, somebody dedicated, because the Empress is usually monogamous, right? So, all right, let's move these up here. Let's do the next set. Ooh. See, Justice card again. Wow, okay. Next set, please. So again, with the Justice card, we have Libra energy again. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Magician. I'm gonna do these sets shorter. And the Hanged One, so that the cards can fit in the screen. So this is definitely, it's fair. What she's doing is fair, because the Justice card is calling attention to the fact that this is, think of it like a scale, right? That's why justice is represented with scales. Because if you put something here, you have to put the same amount over here to even it out. So whatever is being put in this connection by that Prince of Wands, the Empress is taking that same amount out. So let's see. Clarify one second. Eight of Swords. I forgot about these. She can see that this is somebody who's still, like, they're still developing. That's what she sees them as. So she may know that with time, this is going to be a great person. And it's not that they're a bad person now. It's more like they have Eight of Swords. They're letting their insecurities, like, block off their connection with other people. So they're coming through as somebody who is good at selling themselves. Like, they're really charming. They're really good at, you know, starting conversations. They're gonna get close to you to get, if they want something from you. But intimacy, no. Emotional intimacy, no. With the Eight of Swords here, I don't know if you see the split between the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords. They're gonna hurt you. They're gonna play mind games because they have not freed themselves from their mental blockages, from their insecurities, from their doubts. So now we can move forward. Let's go ahead and clarify the Justice card. Clarify the Justice card. Ooh. Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Clarify Justice card. And the Knight of Swords. With the Ace of Cups. So, remember when I said she's going to even things out, right? This person is putting up 8 swords, so she's putting up 8 swords. They're just a different type of 8 swords. The 8 of Swords with this person, with this Prince of Staves, is the 5 and the 3. Mind games, heartbreak, pain, a really vengeful, bitter attitude. Hers is going to be the 6 and the 2. She's going to move forward and she's going to block them out. They are not going to be allowed near her. Because I feel like when this person feels her pushing back, they're going to come running in. But by then, it's going to be a little too late. Because she's in the energy of, you blocked me out. I'm blocking you out, but for a completely different reason. Did she care? Yes, of course she cared. When an Empress loves, she loves deeply. That's why the first card that showed up was the Queen of Cups. But she cannot keep feeding a connection that someone else is clearly not willing to be in. Clarify 8 of Swords. Got the Page of Cups. Clarify the 8 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. Ooh, wow, that one popped. Well, there you go. Hierophant in reverse. That's why it popped out. Ace of Cups again. Okay. Yeah. Because she's realizing this person is really immature. I think that they come off, when she first met them, they showed up with this energy of they're cute, they're cuddly, they're very charming. Think of a bunny. You know, bunnies are so cute. It's really hard for anybody to resist a bunny, right? But with the 9 of Wands, they treat her like, this is the tale of this, I forgot her name, but it's this girl trying to survive this witch, Baba Yaga. And she has to survive these impossible trials. That's how this person sees her. Like the deep emotion that they feel for her, they feel like she's bewitching them, like it's a trial they have to go through, because they are not open to commitment. They are not open to settling down. And once she realized that, she's like, oh, okay, so they see commitment with me. It's not about, and she understands, she's the Empress. She understands it's not about commitment with her. It's about commitment in general. They just don't want to be committed. They can love her, but they're going to be acting all sorts of crazy because they don't want to settle down. And they're not going to be doing it for anybody, for her or for anybody else. Clarify the Magician. So the Ace of Cups did come up because she's being compassionate. She understands, but that doesn't mean she's going to keep feeding it. Temperance. 10 of Swords and 8 of Wands. Yep. With the 6 of Coins. The Empress is not going to tolerate somebody in devil energy, because the devil represents excess of anything, excess of food, alcohol, sex, fear, whatever it is. It's an excess of it. She's in the energy of temperance. She's an Empress, so she's about balance. She's about moderation. And she's realizing we do not mesh. Now, this particular story is a little gruesome. This is a girl who was thrown over the side of the boat by her father. And when she's trying to hold on to the boat, he cuts her fingers so she can't. So there's a feeling of betrayal here. She does feel betrayed. So this tells us the Prince of Staves at some point gave her reason to feel that there could be commitment, that there could be more, which is why she gave her heart. And then she's realizing she was played. So she's just like, okay, the ending is here, and she's going to move on, because she's realizing I am with someone who's still developing. They don't even know who they are. They don't know what they want. They're not ready. What am I doing here? So if this was a marriage, because it could be, there's a divorce. If this was a I don't feel like it was dating, because the Queen of Cups is somebody who's already in love. So this is some sort of deeper connection for sure. It was either a marriage, or they were already living together, or they were in some sort of serious commitment. But with the Hierophant in reverse, this person is like, I don't want to be in a commitment, is what they're basically showing her. Let's see. Next set. The Wheel of Fortune. By the way, I forgot to say, the Magician is Gemini energy and Virgo energy, and the Hanged One is Pisces energy. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. Next set. Woo. Okay, well, the Star and the World in reverse. The Princess of Cups. It could be that this Prince of Staves, although they did have love for this Empress, they still weren't over someone else, because the World is in reverse, is something's not over. There's 3 major arcanas here. Wheel of Fortune, by the way, is Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. Star is Aquarius energy. The World is Saturn, Capricorn energy. So with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a feeling of divine timing. Anytime the Wheel of Fortune is there, it means divine timing is at play. Our guides, our spirits, our ancestors, our angels, whoever it is that's guiding us, is orchestrating this. But with the Star in reverse, this could mean a couple of things. One, it could mean that this Prince of Staves is not ready to be open. Because that's why it shows, the Star is usually shown naked, because she's shown as transparency. She's shown as open, right? So either one, they're not ready to be open. They're not ready to be transparent with somebody. 2, they're not ready to heal. They haven't healed. There's a lot of things that they need to address within themselves. Those are what I'm feeling the most. But with the World card, something is also not over. Either one, it's the connection with the Empress that's not over, or they have someone else that they have not ended a connection with, and it's why they're struggling to connect with the Empress. Let's see. Let's clarify first of all the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. 10 of Swords. Four of Cups. And the Chariot. Yeah, I think that, see, the Four of Cups. This is giving me the energy of there's another person that this Prince of Staves had still not gotten over. 10 of Swords. Something ended abruptly between him and whoever this Princess of Cups was. And he's very much in his head about it. With the Four of Cups here, this Prince of Staves knows that the Empress loves them, but they feel like the Princess of Cups is the one that got away. Because they are a match. A prince and a princess, they're a match, right? This is somebody who's at their level. And with the Chariot, it's like there's like a determination here. They have to move forward because something ended between them and this Princess of Cups, but they feel like they were sacrificed. They feel like they were just like thrown to the wolves. It was very sudden. It was very abrupt. There was maybe a lack of healing between that situation, a lack of closure. And it's interrupting their connection with the Empress. Let's see. Clarify the star in reverse. What does that mean? Clarify the star in reverse. Page of Cups. Death card. Oof. Ooh. That one flipped over. 2 of Coins. The 8 of Cups. See, the same thing happened with the Princess of Cups, though. They showed up as the charming little bunny. But with the Death card, change was required. The Princess of Cups expected more from them. They showed up as a page, and she showed up also as a page. So it started off on the same wavelength, because in this deck, the Princess is the Page of Cups. They showed up both crushing on each other, feeling that little rush of emotions you get when you're liking somebody, when you're falling for them. But with the Death card, change needed to be made. Both of these people, the Princess of Cups and the Page of Cups, were impacting each other in a very specific way. I think it'll tell us more with time, but 2 of Coins in reverse, they showed her that they weren't ready to prioritize her. It's like they made her feel like she wasn't that important to them, because 2 of Coins is a priority and it's in reverse. So they showed her that she wasn't that important to them, and she walked away. But it's like her walking away must have cut them really deeply, because now they've got a whole Empress and they can't move forward yet. Let's see. Clarify the World card. Got the 3 of Coins. King of Swords. 10 of Cups. The 8 of Cups again. So I feel like what's really interesting to me about this is that I feel like the storyline I'm reading is somebody that a king of coins, a king of pentacles that was married to this Empress, or there was some sort of long-term commitment here, because they're showing up already with her. But a third party happened with this Princess of Cups. So it could have been with the 3 of Pentacles here, these two could have worked together, or they could have been friends. Because we did see the 3 of Cups earlier. And this King of Swords is like, no, I have to stay loyal to the 10 of Cups, to the Empress. That change needed to happen. That's the change that needed to happen. That the Princess of Cups was like, well, if you're married, how are we gonna come together? And they're like, no, we're not gonna come together. And when she realized that, she walked away. But something about her walking away is really cutting this. It transformed this person. They went from being King of Coins, King of Swords, to now they're acting like a Prince of Staves. Which is why the Empress is looking at them like, I don't know you anymore. This isn't the person I know. This isn't the person I fell in love with. Okay, this is interesting. Well, let's see. Let's see what happened. Because the way that they're feeling is like this Princess of Cups is the one that got away. There's a lack of closure here. There's a lack of connection, even though they did show up as somebody who was in love with the Empress. So So let's see. Next set, please. Next set, please. Six of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords. The High Priestess. Oh. So remember when the Eight of Swords showed up over here? And they showed up with the 5 and the 3, and I said the 6 and the 2 is the Empress. So now we're going back to the Empress. 8 of Sacred Circles. So High Priestess energy, Pisces, possibly Cancer as well. It's going back to her because it's telling us that she knew. 8 of Sacred Circles, initially she was patient. Initially she put in a lot of work. Because with the High Priestess, either one, she knew about the Princess of Cups, or she felt something with her intuition was high. She felt that there's something here that either you know what though, I'm going to be very clear. This makes me think she didn't want to talk about it. She knew what was happening, but she didn't want to talk about it. Because she was also afraid of what would happen if they had a conversation over what was happening between this King of Coins, King of Swords, Prince of Staves, and this Page of Cups. Which is so interesting to me because an Empress is not usually somebody who would avoid a topic. But she did. She knew what was happening and she was just like, let's just not talk about it. Because she wasn't ready to let go. She wasn't ready to move on. Let's see. Clarify 6 of Swords. Knight of Cups. 8 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Yeah. And Queen of Coins. Yeah, she was devoted to this person. She had hope that this maybe was just a little crush. It would go away. And with the 8 of Coins, that this Knight of Wands would eventually get bored and they would leave it behind. So, you know, I'm going to say this real quick. She may be an Empress, but I don't think she was at her highest vibration. Because this feels a little like codependency. She's showing up very devoted to them, not wanting to acknowledge what was happening because she wasn't ready to let go. She didn't think she'd have to let go. She was a little, like she had a lot of, these two could have had an open connection. Like maybe they could see other people. She just didn't want to talk about it. Like, yeah, go see somebody else, but don't tell me about it. Let's not discuss it. Because she did see them as a Knight of Wands. She knew what they were up to. But she still was devoted to them, and she had her back turned like, let's just not talk about it. Clarify 2 of Swords. Clarify the 2 of Swords. Queen of Wands. Yep. 9 of Swords. One more. Ace of Coins. And Judgment. This is a mix. It was a mix. First of all, she is showing up as an Empress because she's got all 4 queens. She showed up with Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck, and now we've got the Queen of Wands. So she's showing up with all queens. Now, Just because she has all queens doesn't mean that she was using them to her best capacity. Because first she had arrogance, Queen of Wands. There was a piece of her that was like, I don't need to acknowledge these little bimbos he's got because I'm the main bitch anyways. And yet, Nine of Swords. Her intuition told her that she could act like this is just a little shiny toy, but her intuition told her maybe there's more. I feel like there's more. Nine of Swords, there was a lot of anxiety connected to the bond between these two, between the Prince of Wands, Page of Cups with the Princess of Cups. And yet she was like, it's okay. I don't want to talk about it because I know I'm the main bitch. He's going to come back to me. And that's not something an Empress would do when they're at their highest vibration. So I'm going to say that this Empress was still, I think there's somebody who has the potential for an Empress. Let's see. Clarify the High Priestess. So they just kept on with their daily life. Like nothing's happening here, nothing to see. Clarify High Priestess. Yeah, so she's toxic too. I'm telling you, that was not divine feminine actions. Two of Swords again. Six of Coins. So I feel like this was somebody who was in an open marriage or some sort of open relationship. Yeah, because there was stability. There was some sort of, this was either a marriage. It feels very much like a marriage because we keep getting the Hierophant and the Justice card. And now she's upset. Now she wants a divorce. But this tells me she was doing the same thing. She was out with people too, which is why she couldn't call out the Prince of Wands, Prince of Staves for being out with people. But she just didn't want to talk about it. It was like they both would give to others, but they wouldn't discuss it among themselves. They just knew, you do your thing, I do my thing. We come back together when we get bored of these. We have our family here. We have our connection, our bond here. But we don't have to discuss it with anyone else. Or go discuss it with your friends, but don't come talk to me about your bitches. Things like that, you know? Let's see. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen a storyline like this one before. Or if I have, I don't remember because I've done so many. All right, let's see. Next set. Oof, yep, Ten of Swords. The Death card, oh my God. The Two of Cups, okay. The Nine of Sacred Circles. And the King of Staves. So this is this king and the Empress because she showed up with the Queen of Cups. This is the King and Queen of Cups. So they were in love. They had a really strong bond, but it ended. This is like, it was like with the Nine of Sacred Circles, there was a lot of, like, these were two really independent people. So they had this open connection, but it's like they were both confident that we'll never fall apart. And yet, Ten of Swords and the Death card. And what's interesting about this is that this is a ninja. If I can pick it up. This is a ninja who just killed somebody. You can barely see them. So it was like this ending snuck up on them. They did not expect it. They did not see it coming. It was swift, it was sudden, and everything changed between these two. Was there love? Yes, but it was like, it wasn't the same anymore. Something shifted. Let's see. Clarify Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Yep. Three of Swords. I'm telling you. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. And the King of Wands. The King is the one that changed. The Knight of Swords. So something changed about the way the King was thinking. He shows up twice. So this was an Emperor. So it's like, this is why the Empress is pulling away now. She wants a divorce. She wants to separate because there's not an Emperor towards her anymore. She knows they still have the capacity. They have shown up so far as a King of Coins, King of Swords, and now a King of Staves. And a King of Cups, because this is the King of Cups with the Queen of Cups. So this is an Emperor, but they're not giving her Emperor energy anymore. With Three of Swords, something changed. When this King lost that third person, they were heartbroken. And they're sitting here, Page of Swords, like they're still watching her. They're still observing her. They want to go to her. And the more that they act this way, it just swiftly ended this situation. The energy between these two completely shifted. Did they care for each other and love each other? Yes, but I don't feel like it's like, I don't think these two will ever stop caring about each other, but it wasn't the same connection and intimacy they had before because this King fell for someone else. Let's see. Clarify Death card. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Ace of Swords. And Page of Coins. Knight of Swords again. I'm going to look at what's the story behind this Knight of Swords. Because they each have a story, and I feel like this one is important because it keeps coming up. So this is Hang Tuah from Malaysia. The Knight of Swords is a strong and assertive warrior. Hang Tuah, an intelligent, I'm probably saying that wrong, forgive me. An intelligent soldier is unafraid of leaping into battle and employing unconventional techniques to win. He is rebellious, loyal, and a fierce champion. So this King of Wands became rebellious. Like he didn't want this type of connection anymore. So it could be that these two were in open connection and then somebody came in, and this is what I think. Another Queen of Wands came in. Even though she showed up as the Princess of Cups, which means that she was like, she might have had a very, she might have been represented as the Princess of Cups because she might have had a very like innocent appearance. Like this is somebody who would have like big eyes or doe eyes. Like they look like a doll in some way. But they're very assertive, very fierce. And when they're realizing, oh, this is somebody who's in open relationships, they cut it loose. They're like, no. Because that Princess of Cups is somebody who wants devotion. They want exclusivity. And something about the way that she was so determined to get exclusivity was like, I'm sorry, if it's not with you, it'll be with someone else. It changed this person's thinking. They got to the point where they realized, I want exclusivity. Maybe this person was okay with being open for a long time. And they felt like this is fine. Until this person came into their life and rejected that. And they're like, no, I don't want that. And now it shifted them into thinking, you know what? I want someone to be devoted to me. Clarify Two of Cups. So it changed the way that they saw the connection with the Empress. Clarify Two of Cups. Temperance. Five of Swords. Clarify Two of Cups. Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. With the, Death card again. I'm telling you. So before, with the Devil energy, it might have been that these two had like some sort of obsession with each other. But it was like they were obsessed with each other, but they would also do this thing like play games with each other. Of almost like, this is like a toxic Emperor and Empress. They were in this energy of, I'm obsessed with you, but let's see who I can fuck to get you jealous. Oh, you want to get me? No, let me see who I can fuck. So this was just something they did. This was like a game to them, the Five of Swords. And yet, when this other queen, this Princess of Cups showed up and showed them what it felt like to have one person's only undivided attention, it like tempered that devil energy. It changed it. It killed it. Now they didn't want to play games anymore. Now they want the devotion of one person. And the Empress turned into the warrior because she's like, excuse me? This whole time, you've been just as much a fuckboy as I have. But it's not that, I don't think that they're not recognizing it. I think that they're like, yeah, I know that, but I just don't want to do that anymore. They want to level up into king. Let's look at the Nine of Sacred Circles. Ten of Swords, I'm telling you. The Magician. And the Four of Coins, yep. Oh, there was definitely battle between these two. Because with the Ten of Swords, they want devotion. They're realizing this. And the Empress feels like they're cutting her off. So the Magician here is showing up feminine. So she is now seeing the Princess of Cups as like, oh, this is a trickster. Because now the Emperor is in the energy of wanting to protect, wanting to, like they're wanting to run back to that person that they now see as a missed opportunity because that was somebody who would have given them devotion and they want to protect that. And the Empress, she's not at her best, let's just be clear. She sees that person as a trickster who's now causing problems between her and the Emperor. But she's going cold. She's going to Queen of Swords. She's wanting to end this. She's like, fine, let's get a divorce. Like, she's angry though. But honestly, they were both not at their best. So now that there's all this conflict, she wants to hold somebody accountable, but in reality, there's nobody to blame but, you know, life. This is how life happens. This is how things shift. And yeah, look, he fell in love. Definitely third party. Because I think he was used to this Queen of Cups being with other people. He was okay with it. He was used to it. Until he realized, I could have somebody's devotion. And it might be that this person didn't know what that felt like because they had never done that. And now they don't want this situation with the Princess of Cups to be over. Ooh, okay, so I'm curious about, I know part 2 is going to reveal a lot about why this is coming up. And that it could be that listening to for truth is that maybe this Empress is telling them, like, this is how we've always done things. You've been fine with it. But this is somebody who's listening to their truth now. They're like, I just realized I don't want this. I realized I don't want this lifestyle. I want exclusivity. I don't want it with you because you don't know how to give it. We haven't been that to each other, but I want that now. Wow. Okay. I'm going to end part 1 here. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment, even if it's just a little emoji that pushes my algorithm, shows me you appreciate my time and energy. And I love you guys. I'm going to be uploading extra stories on YouTube only so that we can start shifting over here. Okay. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.